Hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on out there, guys? So, you're going to find that as the price action goes up, guys, you're going to see some interesting tech coming out, of course. So here's one that has kind of been out before, kind of resurfacing, and here is some of the reasons why I would actually stay away from this particular bit of hardware. So let's kind of dig into this one. So Coinmine, a cryptocurrency mining device aimed at the hobbyist market. So somebody who has nothing, that knows relatively nothing other than what crypto is, and they're going to give them a bit of hardware that they're going to be able to check out mining with. Now, for somebody who's not looking to, be a full-fledged miner, and they're wanting to just dip their toes into it, I can think of 100 ways that I can do this better and more effectively than this bit of hardware that they're trying to sell. Considering that the mining rig that they're trying to sell can only be used for mining. Come on, I can sit there and show you how to set up a PC. Just think about this, guys. A PC that you'll be able to watch movies on, listen to your music on, surf the internet on, play whatever video games your heart contents on, or if you don't play video games and you got kids, your kids will be able to play video games. You'll be able to sit there and pretty much have a normal PC, and that sucker will mine. Guarantee it. If I can sit there and play a newer game on there, I can also mine with it and be making the same revenue that this bit of hardware is trying to put out there. So with that in mind, guys, I would not be looking at this as my go-to hardware, because the device will, be able to mine Monero, Zcash, Grin, Ethereum. So I mean, it's pretty much, it's a GPU in a box, and you're gonna spend what on that, you might ask? You're going to be looking at shelling out $799. You might have just called it $800. So you're going to spend $800 plus shipping. And if you're willing to spend your Bitcoin that you're supposed to be hodling, they'll give you a discount of $100. So it'll be $700 instead of $800 plus shipping. If you do for me, I wouldn't be spending any Bitcoin. So for me, I'd be looking at the $799 mark, right? And you're like, well, so what? Your mining rigs cost way more than that. But let me get into a little bit further, and I'll show you why I have some issues with this. To get into the most the most Bitcoin possible from your Coinmine One, they had to engineer a mining OS to launch automatically, mine whatever crypto converts to Bitcoin at the highest rate, and exchange it to Bitcoin for you to put into your wallet, says the founder of the Farbor Navi. This way you're getting way more Bitcoin than if the device was mining Bitcoin directly. Really? Did he just quote it like that? So let's just roll this one back. You can mine Bitcoin off of anything, okay? The network difficulty is so high, you would never get a share with a GPU. You just don't have, how can I put it? To mine Bitcoin, you gotta have horsepower. And a GPU is like sitting there and bringing a Yugo to a Ferrari race. You've lost just showing up to the line. So for him to sit there and say, oh, you're going to get way more of this than you would mining Bitcoin directly. Well, in that context, then mining anything on a GPU other than Bitcoin will be more profitable than mining Bitcoin. So there's little flaws in what he was saying there. So, like I always say, I mine shitcoins for Bitcoin. So I sit there and I will mine an easier, lower difficulty coin and trade that into Bitcoin. That's the way you're supposed to do it. That's just me. I'm just some boob tuber miner, right? What do I know? But it's like, and then I take that same Bitcoin and I dollar cost average that Bitcoin into my own hardware. So I mean, it just kind of depends on how you're wanting to do this. Now, getting into this a little bit further, let's see here. Skip that. So at today's numbers, if you had a Coinmine One, you would be generating about $15 to $20 a month worth of Bitcoin. That's 30 days worth of using. Now, they're not even telling you how much. Let's see here. Does it say if it has any kind of what it would take to run for how long? Yeah, they don't even say what. Because like if they would tell me what the power draw is, I'd be able to tell you what graphics card they got in there. But they're talking about $15 to $20 a month worth of Bitcoin. Now, knowing that we're mining altcoins, altcoin market kind of ebbs and flows, guys. So you just put yourself at the $15 mark. Because as we go into more of a bull run, your rewards are going to start dropping. So just put yourself on the lower end of the spectrum. It'll be easier this way. Trust me. So if you sit there and you take your $15 a month, and knowing that this is an $800 unit, now I only factored this as an $800 unit, no shipping on there. So I don't know where they're coming from. I didn't do the research of where the company really is located at. If you guys want to let me know in the comments and down below, that's fine. But if you do the math on it, to get your ROI would take you 4 years, 4 months, like 4 years and 4.5 months in order to ROI on this thing. My GPUs don't take that long, not by themselves. It's because they've got the markup of the packaging that it's in. Somebody had to assemble it. Somebody had to pick the parts out. So what you're paying for with this Coinmine One is not so much a high-powered mining rig, but you're getting a pre-built mining rig at a slight markup. So if you're wanting to have a mining rig that is not going to ROI very effectively because it's just too small, you got to offer a better unit than this. And for the price point that they've got on there, for the amount of return on there, that is horrible. I mean, considering that a GTX 1070 Ti can generate $1 a day, this means that they've put in a smaller card than a GTX 1070, not even an RX 580. They've put something small in there, probably like a GTX 1050 or a GTX 1060, maybe. Because I'm gonna fillet this one. So if I can sit there and generate, that's just a horrible. I mean, for the amount of money that they are charging for this unit and the return on this, it just doesn't add up. This looks more, I'm just going to say it, it's like a scam. So they're going to have you sit there, buy their outdated hardware that doesn't have enough horsepower, and they're going to try to find some poor schlub that doesn't know what they're doing. And then they're going to get all irritated and pissed off about this. Why? because it's probably going to cost them X amount of dollars to run this thing, and the return is going to be so nominal on this. They're going to be like, oh, mining is garbage. You should never do it. For me, I see equipment like this coming out, and that's the equipment that keeps people away from actually really mining. So, I mean, that's just me on that, my own viewpoint. I would be interested in what your guys' viewpoint is. I mean, is this Coinmine One being resurfaced now? Is it something now all of a sudden you're interested in? Is this something that you would want to do? Me, myself, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole because it just doesn't mathematically make sense. And crypto is all about the math. And it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. If it doesn't add up, it's a scam. So let me know what your comments are down below. And while you're down there, definitely smash that lizardy like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification, and like always, guys, I will see you on the next one. Yo!